Today I'm going to show you how to make your own tassels that you can use on your Cora blouse or anything else that you'd like to. This is a super easy technique using embroidery skeins of thread. To start with, we're going to measure out the lengths for the string on the tassel. So I'm going to measure out 6 strands, and in this example I'm going to use contrasting colours. So they are 1 metre long or 39 inches. So I'm going to have 2 purple and 2 green. So I've made a bit of a mess of my threads and the unravelling of them. There we go, there's an end. So 2 lengths of green. And I'm going to have 2 lengths of pink. So the string that the tassel is attached to is going to be plaited, and in this example I just think it looks really pretty having the contrasting colours to the tassel. So there I have my 6th length. Now I'm going to take my skein of embroidery thread and I'm going to slide the wrapping towards the middle. I don't actually want to remove it, so that I can stick my thumb through, and what I'm wanting to do is make sure that I'm catching all of the loops at the end of the skein. So take your time doing this so that you do actually get all the loops, because if you don't, then those threads will just fall out. And there we go, got all those through. Now I'm going to take 3 of my threads and just tuck them through that loop and take both ends and slide that along. Then I'm just going to push one of the wrappers up just to hold all that nice and secure, and I'm going to tie a double knot on that end, like so. Now I'm going to slide the tassels down again and just go back in and catch all of those loops over my thumb. Now there are obviously the 2 open ends, so you want to make sure that they're just out of the way. That's okay, they can just be cut off at the end. So there we go, they're all caught. Now I'll take the other 3 strands, tuck them through and just match the ends, slide that down and then slide the wrapper back up to hold that in place. Be careful not to slide the wrappers off because they're actually really useful to us. Now I'm going to tie a double knot on this end as well. So knotted at each end, and those threads have been folded in half, so now I have 6 strands at each end. Now I'm going to plait each end of the tassel. So I'm going to use my sewing machine foot to hold everything in place. So I'm just going to tuck the wrapping underneath the foot and put the foot down so that it doesn't move, and then I'm going to separate my colours. So I'm keeping the colours together, so green, pink and purple, and I'm just going to start plaiting. So I'm going to speed this up because it does take a little bit of time to do, but you can see that's looking really pretty with the contrasting colours. Now I've finished plaiting the other end, so I just need to knot it off so that the plaiting doesn't unravel, like so. And take that out from the machine, and there I have the 2 plaited ends. Now I'm going to finish off the tassels. So I'm going to take another piece of thread, again a contrasting one, and I'm going to slide the wrapper down from one end. So I'm going to have one end of the thread facing the plaiting, and then I'm going to just make a loop and bring that back up, and then I'm just going to start wrapping around the neck of my tassel. So this can look really pretty if you do it in contrasting colours, or you can just do one colour. I'm going to stick with one colour for this one. So I'm just wrapping it around, keeping it nice and close, and then just flicking that plait out of the way so that I don't end up with lots of knots. So you can go down as far as you like. So I'm probably doing maybe 10 or 15 wraps around. These tassels aren't super long, so you don't want the wrapping to be too long. And there we are, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to cut off the thread. Now, I'll just pop this down. So I'm going to take that cut thread and thread it through the loop like so. Then I'm just going to hold the original end, which is up near the plaiting, and then just pull gently from both ends. And then I'll just bring this close so you can see the magic. The knot gets tucked underneath that wrapping, and just give that a good pull, and then we trim those ends. Then I'm going to slide the wrapping down towards that end that I've wrapped, and then same with this end, so I've got a bit of room to work with. And this is the end with the two raw ends, so I'm just going to fold them out of the way. Again, I'm going to take my contrast colour and have the tail heading towards the plait and making a loop that faces towards the wrappers. Then I'm just going to start wrapping around the neck of my tassel. So that was 10 wraps. Now I'm going to cut off the thread, and again I'm going to take the wrapping end, threading it through the loop like so, and then I'm going to pull gently on the plaited end until that just tucks under. Give that a good tug on each end so that the knot's nice and firm, and snip those threads. So there you can see both ends are wrapped. Now I'm going to slide this wrapper up towards the tassel so it's nice and even, and then I'm just going to cut through the middle like so. Then I just slide the wrapper off, remove those stray ends, and there I have a beautiful tassel. I'll do the same on the other side. This is so satisfying. Slide that wrapper off, and I have a pair of tassels ready to go onto my Cora blouse.